Alrighty, I am going to be posting a video here on how to execute some shots on the game Golf Clash. It's going to be like a little tutorial demonstration. Tour 9 we're going to use here, which is also going to be 6-star hotel tournament coming up here for July 4th. So this will just kind of give just a little bit of extra guidance here. Looks like I drew an opponent, and we are going to the Glen Monarch course. This is the par 5. Looks like I drew a pretty good wind here. I typically tend to try to just go over that bunker anyway, because I have a good Spitfire and I have a good Nirvana. I think Spitfire is like a 4 or 5, and Nirvana is a level 7. So anywhere around that bunker or rough, I can get it to that last fairway with a bounce shot off that 3rd fairway. So I basically just go for it no matter what. And it would have to be like maybe 12 in the face to where I'd just basically roll it into the bunker where I wouldn't do it. But with this much wind, I'm going to have to figure out how to do it, because I'm probably going to end up killing it. So I still recommend putting as much topspin for the most part. Now I might take off one just to stop it from going into the fairway, but the next is going to be trying to decipher how much of that wind is going to play. So if you pull straight up, you can see as far as the ball will let you go. So what I'm going to try to do is try to estimate with that downwind how much extra I need to add, because I think full is going to be too much. So I'm going to try to do like somewhere in between. Oh, and I just missed it. I needed just a tad bit more power. But nevertheless, I'm in the fairway. You just want that second. If that second bounce just gets over that rough, it goes to the end of that fairway, and you have a really good drive. But it doesn't really matter because I got wind in the face anyway. So let's see what this guy's doing. Most people, you would be okay
perfect shot
doing what this guy did, even if he can't get to that last fairway. Getting it on this fairway, if you have like a Cataclysm or Big Dog, you're good from right there, especially with a power bow like he has. It just makes your shot making, you have to do just a little bit extra. So this, of course, I got 9 straight in the face, which that kind of sucks. But so what I try to do here, you see, I'm going to try to do full ball, and I'm going to try to do a full hook. You can see where I have the bullseye on the right edge of my bullseye. I'm going to basically take that right, switch it over to the left, and just do that a couple times. I've seen that basically about 2 lets you do a full hook and still be okay, to where you can just full slice it. As long as you hit that 2 mark, you're definitely good to where you can hit a nice slice. So that puts me way down the fairway. I'm basically pin high, almost, but just a little too far left. You really need to really cheat that right side of the fairway, plus have a wind pointing towards it to really get there. This guy got wind in the face again. He's gonna have to go full everything.
Great shot.
But still, not that big of a challenge. If you can just get it. See, he was only just a couple yards from. If you get that right on there, it just funnels right down. He only missed that by a yard or 2. Alrighty, so we got Endbringer. So one of the things I try to do is try to figure out how close I am to full club, because a full club shot and like a half club shot really the wind affects differently. So I try to typically do like a one backspin with both my wedges, my short wedge and my end bringer. And then I try to land that, what is that, the third bounce, basically right in front of the hole. It's kind of, and then all I have to do is figure out how much wind to play and how much. And this was a little bit extra, so I'm just gonna
Perfect shot.
try to fit. It looks like I might have underplayed it. I was trying to rush a little bit. Yeah,
Nice
it
on.
still almost had it, but you get the idea. You just gotta. What I recommend is keeping your shots kind of consistent, as opposed to changing it up all the time. If you want to hit a wedge like that, you don't have to play it with one backspin like I did, but whatever you do, I would say try to keep it similar to what you like. Now, I don't always hit it like that with one backspin, but I try to as much as possible just to keep it. I know how much it's going to run out, stuff like that. It really helps. And you can see this guy puts this one in anyway, so it really didn't matter not getting on the green. It's no big deal. This is actually better anyway. I wanted to play the tiebreaker hole so we could kind of get an idea of what to do for that one.
Birdie.
So in this next one, there's a couple approaches. So all of which are possible. There's a shot that you can, for this tour with the long tees, I think the best shot is this fairway. It's the easiest. It's very straightforward. If you have a big dog or anything, Cataclysm, Sniper, if you can just be within 2 or 3 backspin here, and then try to hit it like on this, the more north end of that fairway, you're going to pop over it every time. And then the only other thing, so I like to point my wind up like this, so I can just kind of see as to how much. When you get it straight like that, it makes your life a little bit easier. So I hit a baby shank there. It's probably going to send me a little left. Yeah, but
Nice on.
I actually underplayed that wind just a tiny bit, because if I would have hit a perfect ball, it would have been on the right side. So that's the shot that I recommend. There's also a rough shot right over that bunker. If you can see kind of where you can play it right off that rough. It's a little bit riskier. You got to do a similar, it's like a little bit of backspin, just a tiny. It's like 1 bar of backspin off the rough in front of the bunker. It's kind of a tight window to hit. Sometimes you'll see, especially with these guys, the guy with Guardian, sometimes you'll see him do like a full curl on that left fairway.
Perfect shot.
That's also a good shot, but it's not consistent. So I would say the best approach is just to do what we'll both of us just did here.
Nice on.
And that wraps it up. You see, both of us, we both hit pretty decent shots, but the wins were easy. So you don't always get that, but that's just one of the holes from that. There's going to be also the Milano course and also the Oasis course for this tournament. So you will see in later videos, hopefully I'll be able to get some of those holes, and I'll kind of try to show you how I line things up and everything.